beautiful people of Ghana, it's your Nigerian Get Pleasure bringing you political news in our channel. Good news is actually coming our way, and finally, this is actually a breaking news as we have good news coming tomorrow. Fuel prices drop as COPEC announces major relief for both drivers and individual. This is actually very recommendable news coming along our way, because this is what Ghana have been praying for, that everyone, both every sector, will actually be having a reduced or a less hardship schemes. Ghanaian motorists are expected to welcome relief at the pump as the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers (COPEC) announces a significant drop in fuel prices starting from January 16th, 2025. This is basically one of President John Mahama's campaign promises. As they were actually coming out, he said that he's actually eager to work on every sector to benefit every Ghanaian, both the average Ghanaian and everyone living in Ghana. And coming from this, we actually have this good news coming from COPEC that the fuel prices is actually going to reduce drastically, so that it will benefit both the commercial drivers, the appliers, and even the private drivers. Ghanaian motorists are expected to actually welcome this relief, and it's starting just from January 16th, 2025. Duncan Amon, Executive Secretary of COPEC, revealed that petrol prices will decrease by 3%, while diesel will actually see a 1% reduction in the second pricing window of January. Just that this January is actually bringing us wonderful news coming from the swearing in of our amiable President John Mahama, and him appointing the very best persons he actually wants to work with, and people are actually jubilating because there are lots of changes and yes, implementations coming to reduce. Even the ministers, the MPs is actually going to work on, and now we're actually hearing of the reduction in fuel prices, which will affect so many lives. Yes, which we know that when immediately fuel prices goes up, it affects both the average, the poor, and even the rich, because the rich will have to buy fuel prices in a very high cost, while the average will have to pay a high rate of vehicle, because once the fuels are being increased, the motorists and vehicles actually increase their fares, which will affect everyone. Even the market women and the goods in the market will actually go high also because of the cost of transportation of this. So in as much as we actually don't know how it was, but we actually know that this is good news, because it will affect every sector and make Ghana at least a better with better economy. And he has actually given that the fuel prices will reduce by 3%, while diesel costs will also reduce by 1%, and it's actually starting this January 2025. The price reduction follows successful negotiation and favorable international market conditions, bringing much needed relief to commercial drivers and private vehicle owners across the country. With the drivers has actually, most of them have spoken their mind on how this is going to be so beneficial and so helpful to them. They are happy that this government is implementing almost of all their campaign promises, and it is actually starting immediately, coming out to reduce these prices. These drivers are so okay that at least they will even have to make something out of a living, and then when they are going home, they'll still go home with something. Major oil marketing companies, including Gold and Total, are expected to adjust their prices downwards, reflecting the new market dynamics and recent foreign exchange development. So it's safe to say that these major oil marketing companies are expected, and with immediate effect, have to reduce the prices of their products when and how, whenever they are bringing it to the commodities, or when they are bringing it down to us. So their prices are expected to go downwards, like reflecting, and it actually should reflect immediately. And this one, the Bank of Ghana's forward auction on January 14th to allocate 20 million to bulk oil distribution companies, BDCs, contributing to the positive market outlook and price adjustment. This also means that actually this price reduction is not basically just within these private sectors or just the people that work with it. It's actually coming from even the international market bodies. Just as you read that Bank of Ghana, as they have actually forwarded their onshore on January to actually allocate $20 million dollars to buy bulk oil distributions and to actually enable them sell these fuels in a very lower price to actually achieve what we want to achieve in the market. International market benchmark currently points towards lower fuel costs, though the financial prices will depend on the Ghana cedi's performance against other major currencies. Just as it's known that the currencies are not really stable. As dollar raises high, low, and all that, it has actually not been stable, but it will still reflect on these reductions. The reductions will actually be determined or detrimental to all the major currencies. And Dr. Amman has emphasized that while some market indicators suggest an upward trend for the cedis, others shows continued depreciation, making currency performance crucial for final fuel prices. So we look and still pray that the currencies actually normalize so that we will enjoy these fuel reductions and these fuel prices, because it will actually still have effects in this life, in the fuel prices and in every other sector. Mahama has emphasized that while other market indicators suggest an upward, there are some also that are suggesting that the currency will perform normal. It will be crucial because it will perform normal. The foreign exchange situation remains a key factor, with the BDCs requiring between $400 to $500 million for petroleum product imports. Current allocation of $20 million per auction, while helpful, represent only a fraction of each sector's need. Despite these challenges, COPEC maintains that consumers benefit from reduced fuel prices and fuel costs, marking the first significant price dropping in 2025, and is actually going to help be very wonderful. This development comes after slight price increase observed during the first pricing window of January. The price reduction is expected to benefit both commercial drivers, operators, and private vehicle owners, potentially leading to stabilized transportation costs across the country. This is actually the highlight of it, making sure that it will actually neutralize and potentially leading to stabilizing transportation costs across the country. And not just when you get to the bus station, you will actually be hearing that prices has gone up, so the transport fare has actually gone up, and the advices. Anyway, just please do comment to reserve, and do well to like, comment, and follow. Put on notification bell so you get all our news one by one. Thanks, my people.